Hi, and welcome to your Cute Dogs Fabulous Foundations. I'm giving you your intro talk today from inside because it's about 40 degrees outside in the field, so I thought it'd be much nicer to be here in the air conditioning. So welcome to your Foundations starting block. Now with the Foundations course, you do know that it's in 2 sections, and those 2 sections are 8 weeks each, and of course each of those course sections, there's going to be a 2-week break in the middle of that as well, plus your 3-week break in between course 1 and course 2. The reason for that is that I want everyone to have the time, have a bit of breathing space, reassess where they're up to, have a break if need be, or a bit of a catch up if they want to. But of course this is a viewing and question course, so there is no need for you to feel overwhelmed and that you need to keep up with anything. Plus you also have 6 months viewing from the date that you start the course, so you've got plenty of time to see everything and work through at your own pace. As you know, I'm a certified One Mind Dogs instructor, and this is the method that I follow with all my dogs. So you'll notice a lot of the skills and the extra information I give you on the little bonus videos is all related to One Mind Dogs handling and their methodology about how the dogs learn in a very natural way. What I love about One Mind Dogs is you do not have to train lots of repetitions. It's not hard on the dogs. And so when you get to learn all these skills, you will go, wow, it doesn't take that long to teach the dog, because it's nothing that's actually teaching the dog. The dogs already know most of this stuff. All right, so you'll find it's a really nice natural handling system for you as well, because it's just using your body elements that you already have. All the skills that you will be training, I only like you to train for 3 minutes at a time. So you need to get yourself a stopwatch or a timer, or synchronize your watch, because 3 minutes is pretty much the limit for every dog for what they're doing. Once you go over that 3 minutes, they get bored, they start saying, well, I've done it for so many times now, I'm going to offer you something different. And we don't want that. We want the dogs to understand that, yes, you did that right. 3 minutes or less is always a good training session. Okay, so set yourself up so that you can do maybe 4 3-minutes in a day rather than 20 minutes in one big lump sum, because that's going to bore your dog, and it's not going to produce a dog that's willing and excited to actually participate with your training. With this course, you will see videos of my young dog Xena when she was first training. You'll see Zoe, my Kelpie Cross Border, when she was an adult dog, and maybe a couple when she was just younger, around 6 months. But you're also going to see a puppy called Flynn, and Flynn started at 12 weeks old. There's also going to be a puppy called Harley, and Harley came along at probably about the week 3 or 4, and Harley was 18 weeks old. And of course Cracker, and Cracker is going to be, Cracker's about 18 months in the video. When we first start your first lot of video series. So what you're going to see is dogs that are different breeds and dogs that are different ages. So you can just see exactly how these dogs learn and the mistakes they can make, and the handlers learning how to teach their dogs as well. It's not just me showing you with one of my advanced dogs who already know this stuff. I wanted to get young dogs and various breed dogs so that you can see that Foundations can be done with any dog. There's no limits, and there's no breed-specific agility skills. With the 2 on 2 off, you'll see there's another dog there, a cattle dog called Lil, and she was a novice dog when starting on her 2 on 2 off behavior. So what I have done is I've introduced her videos into this course as well, because you're going to be getting the basic foundations of the 2 on 2 off. You can go further with that, and I will be showing you all the ways and the things that you will do to continue with that. There's also the weavers, and I teach a 2-system weaver concept with that as well, because I find that it gives my dogs more drive and speed through the weavers, and you'll get to see what happens there. Throughout the course, if you've got any questions, there is a post with a little man's face and a question mark, and if you you want to ask a general question about the course, you can also put your questions under there. But if you're going to ask about a specific skill, write your question in the comments under the document of that skill. So that way then when everyone's looking at it, if they see your question, they can see your question, my answer, and anybody else's questions in relation to that skill. I would prefer you not to privately message me because I think the best way for everybody to learn is to see other questions. And please remember that there's no silly questions. All questions are really good questions. And I sometimes have had people ask questions and I've gone, oh dear, I forgot to actually put that in. So please, if you ask a question, always send it out to everyone. Let everybody see your questions and then they can all learn by your question. So the course will be starting off with quite a bit of flat work. And the reason we do that is because we want to get all these skills and the things you're going to teach your dog nailed down before you go anywhere near equipment. And in fact, throughout this course, even in course 2, you will only get to do about 3 obstacles in a row. And that's because I don't believe any dog should be running before it can walk, so to speak. I want everybody to learn the flat work and understand what the body looks like, how the body cues the dog, what the dog should be doing before you get to anything that looks like a jump. Now the main thing is also I'm going to be doing another little video that I will add after this one, and that will be explaining all of the equipment that you'll be needing in the way of props. Now props, I've got these little pictures and you'll see that they can be things from around the home. There are some things that you will need to go and possibly buy. Would be the weave poles, unless you already have weave poles. But we need to stick in the ground sort and we need a tape runner. So all of that will be explained in the video, so don't panic just yet about that. A tunnel, you need to have access to a tunnel. But again, I give you a list of when you're going to need these things and I'll say week 3 you'll need access to a tunnel, for instance. And I'll tell you that ahead of time, just so that you are ready and you can tee up maybe to go with a mate and have a bit of training and do your little bit of work on the tunnel. Now some of the videos might have some odd names at the start of them, so just ignore that if you see that, because some of the videos I'm using are videos from when I did other courses, other online courses, and some of them are also from when I participated in some online courses doing some things with my dogs. So just ignore anything you see at the beginning, just watch the video. So thank you for joining us. I love teaching foundations to people and their dogs because I find it just gives them that perfect groundwork and then they can learn so much more later on. Everything is a stepping stage and you'll notice that in the course, everything is progressive. So it's not like course 1 teaches you this and then course 2 teaches you a new set of skills. Most of the skills in 1 are finalized in 2, or you just move on in the progressions into 2. All right, so it's not like you can do one or the other. It's really a 16-week course that I've cut into 2 to make it easier for everybody to learn. So have a good time. Please ask questions and please let us know your progress as you're going through the course.